Hey guys, just going to show you a short video on AP Classroom and how to get set up with your written responses today. So I put a link in Google Classroom, but if you are at home and working on the written responses, that's fine. You just need to go to AP Classroom and you need to log in through that side of things. And in the top right, obviously you guys will click on the student tab here. Okay. As a teacher, I can see kind of where people are set up, which is really nice, and what they've done. So that'll be helpful for me as I'm not in the classroom. Okay, a really helpful resource as you get working on these will be probably page 11 in that survival guide that I handed out. It just kind of steps you through the different things that are like officially submitted here on the AP website. So hopefully you'll all have this. If you're taking other AP classes, I'm sure you probably have more boxes in here. But the thing that we're going to be using is actually down towards the bottom. So the digital portfolio is where we submit all of our code and where we submit our video and our written responses. So if you kind of look through the different terms and conditions, that might be a good thing to take a minute and read. Okay, it talks a little bit about cheating and plagiarism, and so that's a very relevant section to read here in the middle. Especially if you've been paying attention to the news, there's a lot of very new programs out there that use AI to cheat, and so this has to be you, has to be from your brain and from your voice. So you'll have to agree to that before you can continue through. Alright, so it looks like, actually they talk about chat GPT is what I was referring to there, but you can exit out of that little warning. You should have a computer science principles box. Okay, and so it tells you a little bit about having no draft submitted yet, or having a draft in but it's not marked as complete, and you have to mark them as complete. If anything is left as a draft in, then it doesn't get scored, and actually I think your whole section comes out as a 0 because you don't have it fully submitted. Everything's got to be fully submitted. So reading through that different part, towards the bottom, okay, you can click on the program code, or off to the side it gives you those tabs as well. So down towards the bottom, so read all these different conditions and read all the things that need to be in there, but you can upload a new file, and so just through your computer you'll choose the file there. One of the links that I put on Google Classroom is the code print website. So if you just Google code print, or if you click through Google Classroom, that's what I showed you on one of the very last days of review before we started the project, is that you need to give it a title, and it'll go right there at the top of your PDF. Any other text if you wanted to have that in there, but then copying your program kind of into this space. Okay, it'll make everything look nice. It'll format things with the different tab widths, and you can change the font size. But once you're done with that, okay, you hide the controls, and then you print out your code, and downloading that as a PDF to some place you can find it. And then once you go back into AP Classroom in that create task here, that's how you'll upload it. You'll go and find that same document. Okay, for the video. Okay, the video is probably easiest if you record it through PowerPoint, and we've done that a few times here this year. Remember, it can't be over a minute long, so if you search for PowerPoint on your computer, in case you need a little bit of a refresher here, so you just make a blank presentation. So all you need to do is just type in screen record, and then you can select the area that you want to record. Click the audio off. Remember, we can't record audio. And then the Windows key and Shift and Q on your keyboard will make it quit. It'll stop your recording. So that's something, maybe write it down on a piece of paper before you start that whole process. But otherwise, you click that button and then it will record wherever you've selected. Okay? Alright, lastly, the written responses. And similarly, it will have a box down towards the bottom that you need to put that video file in. But the written responses here, this is where make sure that everything is closed. It has to be your voice. You cannot talk to anyone else. This is really kind of the test part of the project. And so make sure that you kind of read through the directions and that you take your time. I would go back through these problems probably 2-3 times, edit them, make sure that they are your final submission and they're good to go on everything. If you need to include an image, so like a screenshot of something, I think the best place to do a screenshot would be using the snip and sketch tool. So if you look for that on your computer, you just click this new button, and then wherever your code is, you can select that part of your code, and you can save that file, or you can copy that image and drag it in there. I think that's a pretty good tool for screenshots. Okay, otherwise, this is the same format that we discussed beforehand. It's the same questions we've kind of been doing throughout the year, but they're all together. Okay, so good luck, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll do my best to help, but I really appreciate it. You're going to do great. Okay, so we'll see you guys in a little bit. Have a great day.